Good morning, everyone, and welcome. We're pleased today to have with us the special representative of the Secretary General for Haiti, Ms. Helen Lalim. So without further ado, you heard her yesterday at the Security Council, and she's here today to brief you a bit more on Haiti and to answer your questions. So please, you have the floor.
Thank you, Stephanie. Here with all of you today at UN headquarters. It gives us an opportunity to do what we need to continue doing, which is to highlight the challenges that Haiti is facing. I came to New York to brief the Security Council in person. I'll be meeting with senior leadership of the UN along with other partners. You know the situation in Haiti is grave. You know that gang-driven violence has reached new heights. On average, we faced one kidnapping every 6 hours in 2022. You heard me say yesterday that indiscriminate violence led to 2,183 murders in 2022, with presidential candidates, police directors, and the very poorest in society all as victims. 5 million are facing acute hunger, and some 20,000 in famine-like conditions in the area of Cité Soleil especially. This represents one of the most severe food emergencies in the world today. Some 10% of schools remain closed since the start of the school year. This leaves also thousands of children deprived of education, particularly in the areas that are controlled by gangs. But there are important developments underway that can help chart a path to the rule of law and democratic institutions if they are properly supported. The first is the sanctions regime adopted unanimously by the Security Council in October and similarly welcomed across Haitian society. We are heartened to hear of progress being made by the Sanctions Committee, and BNU is looking forward to cooperating with a panel of experts in their work. We're hoping that they will get out to Port-au-Prince in mid-February. Bilateral sanctions, in the meantime, are creating space for dialogue and have attenuated some of the violence. The second development happened last December, and that was the National Consensus Agreement for an inclusive transition and transparent elections. This agreement emerged after months of dialogue. It was led by Haitian civil society, and it represents a major step forward in the right direction and is focused on bringing the country to elections and restoring legitimate institutions. The third element that is now urgently needed to recover the situation in Haiti is the deployment of an international specialized force, as requested by the government of Haiti on 7 October, and supported by the Secretary General in his letter to the Security Council on 8 October. These three approaches working together, political dialogue for a return to democracy, sanctions that can help ensure accountability, and a force to help in the fight against gangs, and to help the H&P secure neighborhoods and begin to restore some semblance of normal life for the families living in those neighborhoods is critical. This force can begin to alleviate the disorder and consequent suffering plaguing the country. What Haitians most want right now is security. Security to go about their lives without the fear of being injured or kidnapped when they leave their homes in the morning. I'm looking forward to hearing your questions. Thanks.
Thank you so much. So let me start with Michelle.
Go ahead. On behalf of the United Nations Correspondents Association, thank you very much, SRSG Lalim, for doing this briefing. We appreciate it. Canada and the United States have been the two countries most often mentioned as possible leaders, participants in an international armed force to help halt gang violence in Haiti. Yet yesterday, you yourself listened to the U.S. Deputy Ambassador say that Haiti must address its continued insecurity challenges itself. And Canada's ambassador say that the world has to learn from all previous military interventions in Haiti, which failed to bring long-term stability to the country, and ensure that in the future solutions must be led by Haitians and by Haitian institutions. So, with both the two major countries that have been touted as possibly leading a force opting out, what is the next step for the United Nations and for Haiti? And is there any other country or countries that are still considering leading any kind of an armed security force?
Thank you. Let me first address the point that you made about Haitians leading the effort. The request by the government of Haiti is for a force, but it is for a force to work differently than past forces have worked, whether it be the UN or other interventions that have taken place in Haiti. Nobody wants to repeat the mistakes of the past. What they are asking for is support in the form of a specialized force that will work in an integrated manner with the Haitian National Police. That is, the Haitian National Police are a critical part of this effort. It is a joint partnership that would go against the gangs. And exactly what that would look like, what it would consist of, needs to be discussed with the countries that are interested in participating in this effort. I heard cautions yesterday from both the United States and Canada. I did not hear a definite no. And so it is up to the Security Council now, the members of the Security Council, to have a discussion based on the deliberations that took place yesterday and decide what is possible. I would also refer you to the CELAC meeting that's taking place in Argentina. There, too, there was an appeal on the part of the government of Haiti for support to this specialized force effort. They need help. The situation needs support. The people of Haiti are suffering greatly. So my hope and my job in coming here to New York was to provide the information for a decision to be taken in that regard. And I'm still hopeful that there will be one and that it will be positive.
Michelle?
Thank you. Michelle Nichols from Reuters. A follow-up, obviously, to that question. As some of us have heard, that there were several other countries as well who were suggesting they'd be happy to step forward, but as Edie's kind of mentioned, the question seems to be over who might lead this force. Through your discussions that you've had so far over the past couple of days while you've been here, are you getting any signals that there might be any progress on this anytime soon? And what's your kind of assessment on how long this is taking and what this means to the people of Haiti, who you described a fairly dire situation for them yesterday?
I heard a debate yesterday in the Security Council, as did you, in the open, but also in the closed session, that there is a lot of concern. And I think there is recognition that help is needed. I don't have eyes on, I don't have visibility into those other discussions that could possibly involve partners that may be interested either now or at some point in the future.
Mario?
Maria Villar with the Spanish Newswire FA. Just another follow-up on this. Given that this was proposed back in October as something very urgent and it has not materialized, are you considering any other options, and is still a mission under the UN flag totally not an option?
The Haitian government, Haitians generally are not interested in a return to peacekeeping. But we are working with the Haitian National Police to help them address criminality. And there are other partners that are working with the Haitian National Police as we speak, the United States and Canada, in the fight against criminality and gangs. The HNP as well, the Haitian government, you are aware, is equipping itself to fight to better fight the anti-gang effort. They have ordered a substantial amount of armored vehicles, armored equipment, materiel. That is coming to Haiti, arriving in Haiti slowly, but it is coming in tranches, and that is supporting the fight. And they are making gains against some of the gangs. The challenge that they face is keeping the terrain that they're able to free. And without outside assistance, they're not going to succeed on that front.
Pam?
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, SRSG. It's Pamela Falk from CBS News. One more take on the earlier two questions on the military force. As you know, in October, the resolution that was proposed to this Security Council was supposed to include an armed force and the sanctions, and didn't get it through. Do you have any more reason to think that that kind of a force is going to happen? You heard Ambassador Rodriguez talk about the fact that, from Haiti, talk about the fact that they need it. Mm-hmm. So how possible, did you hear any commitments on that kind of a force? And how much are the elections linked to that? When do you expect the elections? Thank you.
I heard recognition that Haiti can't do this alone on the security side. I also heard recognition that a lot is happening on the political front. This consensus agreement, I heard a lot of support for the agreement, but also I heard a request that the agreement be broadened, which it will, and that the effort to build stronger consensus around the steps to moving forward towards election continue, that the sanctions continue to do their job, and a recognition that it's time to sit down and deal with this issue of the force. So my hope is that the Security Council will do that now.
All right, and a very quick follow-up. Are there some gangs, first, congratulations on the agreement to the extent that you all helped negotiate it. Are there some gangs that have agreed and are working with you and some gangs that aren't? Thank you.
On the agreement, we didn't negotiate the agreement. The United Nations supported a civil society, and one NGO in particular, VDH, they were involved with government in putting together this agreement. Our support tended to be more logistical and in terms of materiel. What was the second part of your question?
Are there some gangs that are, you seem to say some gangs have agreed as a part of...
No, it's not the gangs that are agreeing. This agreement is significant because it involves civil society. It's the Haitian people. It involves the private sector, and it involves the political sector. It does not involve gangs.
No, I understand, but you mentioned that the gangs, some of the gangs were under control, some weren't. What
No, I
gangs?
think there's a misunderstanding there. The gangs the criminality has never been at the levels that they are today. The gangs are active in Haiti. They are subjugating populations. They are terrorizing populations. They continue on a wave of criminality, the likes of which we've never seen before, that includes killing, rape, manipulation of populations, making it difficult to deliver humanitarian assistance, and kidnapping at levels that we also have never seen before in Haiti.
Let me give a question to VOA. Then I will take one question online and come back to the room. Maggie.
Thank you. Thanks, Ms. Lalim. I'm Margaret Bashir with Voice of America. On the equipment that's coming from Canada and the U.S., the Canadian ambassador yesterday mentioned they're also training Haitian National Police. So do you have U.S. and Canadian trainers on the ground in Haiti?
We have U.S. trainers that I'm aware of. We have United Nations police that are working with the HNP through a mechanism called the Basket Fund, which is a multi-donor fund. It presents a 2-year package of work with the police. It focuses on infrastructure development. The police needs to grow. The Haitian National Police, they're down to about 9,000 active duty forces. That 9,000 HNP ready to go on duty at any particular time. That's not enough for a force the size of Haiti. So we've developed this basket fund. Canada was the first donor and is the largest contributor to the basket fund. And through that program, we are rehabilitating infrastructure, enlarging the National Police Academy so that they can recruit more. And then we are also developing programs that would institute a vetting system inside the police to ensure that the police that are on duty, active duty, are worthy police officers and not tied to criminality and gangs. And then we will be doing some work with them on using data, information, intelligence in the fight against gangs. I'm aware that the United States has a hefty program that is ongoing to train the SWAT of the police. Canada and France have other training programs with the police. But these, we're still not doing enough to be able to win this fight at this stage. We will not win the fight without significant level of additional support. The police simply need that.
And so is the Haitian government buying new equipment? You mentioned
the equipment,
if they're buying it with the basket fund money, or how are they affording it?
No, they're buying it. They're buying it. You know, one of the things that the Haitian government has been about recently, and it's part of this consensus agreement document, is that the Haitian government needs to attack corruption. And the Haitian government needs to do more to address, to increase revenues. And so you saw them do away with the fuel subsidy that had been so detrimental to the effort of government to. They were losing about $400 million a year in fuel subsidies. And then as a result of the corruption that was going on through taxation, but also mostly through customs revenues down at the port, they're losing another $400 million. So $1 billion of revenue that goes out the window. But somebody's making that money. And that, therefore, the inequality that exists in Haiti. But anyway, this agreement aims to increase revenues, and they've simply found the money in the budget. They have robbed Peter to pay Paul. They've taken from one fund to another, and they have done the necessary and bought and paid for this equipment that's coming in.
And could you just give us a little picture about the humanitarian situation? I mean, with the security situation so unstable, how is that impacting your ability to get out to these communities, particularly in Cité Soleil, where people are really hungry and need your help urgently?
Well, you know, 50% of the population is food insecure, that 54% of households are dependent on food aid, and that in Cité Soleil we have about 20,000 people who are experiencing famine-like conditions. And yes, it is difficult to access them, but we are doing it. We are doing it through the agencies that work for the UN system, WFP, UNICEF, very active in that area, and we're doing it through non-governmental organizations that we support. Other donors are active as well and are bringing in increased levels of humanitarian assistance. That said, what we have witnessed over the course of the past month are rival gang leagues attacking each other in these areas, resulting in over 155,000 internally displaced people. 70% of these tend to find refuge with other family, but you also have people that are simply homeless, congregating in areas, trying to make do with what they can, and the UN system is responding to that. So it's a very difficult situation. On cholera was not the plague that we expected it to be. That said, 500 people, those counted, those that we know of, close to 500 deaths, 25,000 suspected cases, 2,000 confirmed. That's what the numbers tell us, and that the cholera has spread to all 10 departments of the country. But there is cholera that is not counted. And there are people dying that we don't know about. It is a very difficult situation. And the only way we will make progress if there is additional support to the H&P. The only thing the Haitian people are really preoccupied with right now is security, is being able to survive to the end of the day.